Welcome to our Fridays at First podcast. My name is Richard Gibbons. I'm a member of the pastoral staff here at First Presbyterian Church in downtown Greenville in South Carolina. In recent years, your intrepid Fridays at First correspondent has enjoyed writing with a fountain pen. I've tried several types over the years and eventually settled on a stub nib. I use it each day. I did, however, misplace it recently and was surprised when I found it to hear my wife, the lovely Miss Ruth, say, "That's mine. I've been looking for it." I was a little sceptical, as she does not use fountain pens. In recognising my hesitancy, she took the pen, wrote 2 sentences and said, "Yep, that's definitely mine. I recognise the handwriting." As we move from April into May, it's helpful for you to have an update on the Wednesday Pastor's Bible Study. In following our traditional pattern, our scheduled Wednesday evening Bible studies came to an end earlier this week as we wrapped up our study on the Gospel of John. However, our lunchtime Wednesday Bible studies will continue until the end of June, and we will live stream each of these. So please come and join us. Lunch is served from around 11:45 a.m. and the Bible study begins at 12:30. I look forward to seeing you there. Moving on to the summer, which is just around the corner, because we're in need of VBS volunteers. Summer is, of course, for so many of us, such a fun time, especially for our children. And this year we have 323 children registered for Vacation Bible School, June 9 through 12. And we have another 89 on the waiting list. We currently need 60 more volunteers to register, so we can include the other 89, and if you can help, please sign up at the VBS icon at firstpresgreenville.org/events. And in a new feature on Fridays at First, several of you have asked if it's possible to include a section that would let the congregation know when a member passes away. We are therefore saddened to report the death of Mrs. Barbara Brasington. Barbara passed away on April 10th at age 89 after a brief illness. We extend sympathy to her family, of course. Sadly, another member, Jack Plating, died this past Saturday, April 26th, and his service will be in the sanctuary on May 10th at 1 p.m. Visitation will take place at 11:30 that morning. We also extend our sympathies and prayerful concerns to Cindy and Jack's family. Moving on to focus on our Mother's Day offering, which will be on top of us before we know it. Each year, South Carolina Presbyterian churches participate in a Mother's Day offering for the 6 Presbyterian communities. This offering provides practical care, which enables residents to stay in their retirement homes when they outlive their life savings. Each year, we distribute envelopes on Mother's Day so you can participate. You can also visit prescommunities.org to contribute online. Allow me on behalf of the Presbyterian homes to say thank you for your generosity. This week, my genial co-host is Chelsea Fraser, who's a rather special guest from First Pres Academy. Chelsea, welcome.
Well, thank you so much, Richard. I am Chelsea Fraser. I'm the director of FPC Arts, and I get to talk today with Lindsay Donovan. So, Lindsay, would you tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do at FPA?
Yes, I'm really glad to be here. I am the choral director and theater director at FPA. It is my first year, and I am loving it. So we just finished our spring concert for middle school and high school choirs, and we are gearing up for the Lightning Thief production.
That sounds awesome. Can you tell us a little bit more about the Lightning Thief itself, the story, and kind of what you're doing with it?
Yeah, so it's really exciting because we haven't done a musical in quite some time, from what I've heard. This will be the first musical in a while, and we're doing the Lightning Thief Theater for Young Audiences. It is going to feature a 9-foot-tall Minotaur puppet.
Wow.
That our middle school students actually made.
That's so cool.
It's really cool looking. The eyes light up and everything.
What?
Yeah.
And just for people who don't know, what's the Lightning Thief story?
So The Lightning Thief is actually a great book written by Rick Riordan. It follows the story of Percy Jackson. It's got all kinds of Greek characters in it, some of your favorite Greek gods and goddesses, Zeus, Poseidon, Athena. But Percy is a half-blood, and he is on a quest to find who his father is. And he's seeking acceptance and belonging from his father, who is, spoiler alert, Poseidon.
Very cool. So tell us a little bit about how the content and the topic of this play, how you're using that to teach young students in a Christian school.
Well, we've had a lot of conversations that center around the mythology and the Greek gods. They are portrayed as real in the story. The conversations I've had with the cast have been centered around, we know as Christians that these gods and goddesses are not real. There is a lot of things that we can learn from them, though, about the nature of God. For example, Percy doesn't know who his father is because Poseidon has been absent from his life. Several references in the story refer to the gods not loving their children or caring about their children. So we can contrast that with what we know of God to know that God is always there for us. He does always love us, and we don't have to be in doubt or question that because he is there. And he is there to love us no matter what.
Yeah. Oh, that's wonderful. I'm so glad to hear about that. And one of my favorite things as a lover of stories and somebody who, like you, spends a lot of time in the arts, is just how kind God has been to infuse so much of himself into the world around us. And that all of us who write stories, whether we know God or not, we can't get away completely from his truth, from his goodness, from the beauty that is Jesus Christ. And so I love that you're using even this, popular, great story that seemingly has nothing to do with Jesus to pull that truth out and to share that with teens and with, probably with all of us who get to enjoy the story. We'll get to get glimmers of all of those things when we come and see you. Remind me when these show dates are. I know they're right around the corner.
Yes, May 8th, 9th, and 10th at 7 p.m.
Perfect. And you can get tickets online at firstpresgreenville.org/events. And we cannot wait to see you there. Thank you so much, Lindsay, for spending some time with us today.
Thank you for having me.
As we begin to wrap up our podcast this week, our focus shifts to Sunday. This week at the Ignite service, we have a rather special moment when graduating high school seniors will be recognised. Please make sure you express your warm congratulations to them for this achievement. At the other services on Sunday morning, we will also be welcoming new members, so please take a moment and say hi to them as well. We will begin a new study series for May and June entitled, What Do You Believe? We will be exploring the New Testament epistle of First Peter and examining what does Scripture teach us about the distinctive marks of our Presbyterian belief and asking, are they relevant in a 21st century context? This week we're focusing on 1 Peter chapter 1, verses 1 and 2. So please take a moment and read over the passage and come and join us on Sunday morning. Meanwhile, I trust you have a cracking weekend and look forward to welcoming you on Sunday.